Hey, y'all. Welcome back. This is Made to Lead Millions, and I'm Coach Krystal Henry. I'm a 7-time Amazon bestselling author, a podcaster for Made to Lead Millions, a magazine publisher, and a publisher of books. I have doing so many great things because of God. And so I'm excited again. We're back. Y'all see the background. We're talking about Royal Caribbean, what we did in 2023, but what we're going to do in 2024 is going to be so much more. I'm interviewing one of our amazing guests that experienced the Made to Lead Millions Wealth Cruise 2023. And before I bring her up, I just want to invite you to experience this time with us. And we're going to take you from a place of what if you went and what if you go next time. So we're going to take you from what if to what is. And again, I want to welcome to Made to Lead Millions. Our special guest on this day is none other than Dr. Evelyn Hill. I'm going to give her an opportunity to say who she is. But for me, she's not only an international speaker, but she is a mighty woman of God. She's powerful. And we had an amazing time in October 2023. So that's what we're going to talk about. Welcome, Dr. E, to Made to Lead Millions.
Thank you, Coach Krystal. How exciting to share this moment with you and to be able to share a little bit about the cruise of 2023 with Made to Lead Millions, the one and only Coach Krystal Henry. My name, of course, is Dr. Evelyn Hill. I am the commissioner of the 4th District here in Wyandotte County at the Unified Government of Wyandotte County. I am also the co-founder of the Justice and Equity Coalition here in Wyandotte County, and now have my own nonprofit called Justice and Equity for Life. So we continue to move in those arenas, and just excited to be with Coach Krystal on this evening.
Well, thank you so much for joining me. We had an amazing time last year in October. We came out of Galveston and went into Cozumel. We went into open waters. And so I just wanted you to connect with you so we can talk about a little recap of what happened on the cruise ship during our time together. So how did you enjoy, first off, how did you enjoy your flight in, and where did you come from?
So I came from Kansas City, Kansas, and my flight went to beautiful Galveston, Texas. And it was smooth sailing all the way, stayed at a beautiful hotel right across the street from the beach. So in other words, from my room, you could see the sun glistening on the waters on the ocean. Absolutely beautiful. So that just reminds me that I got to hurry up and get my act together so I can be there again this year. The flight in was wonderful. The hotel service, the rooms was huge. I think they also had breakfast on site in the morning. You could go down and get hot coffee. So it was just beautiful. I actually went out. Yeah, I went out the next morning and just stood out there and just took pictures. I was just so amazed because I'm in the Midwest where there are no ocean waters, nothing like that. So it was fantastic for me to be there.
Yes, yes. So, when we got to Galveston, and I'm from Texas, but it's different driving in and just seeing the water. It's something about seeing that ocean that just, takes your breath away. It is very breathtaking. And you can feel the presence of God, starting to work. And so, how did you enjoy your swag bag?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I missed part of the swag bag because I saw all the other ladies that came, they had their little fancy glasses on. And I'm going, oh, I really like your glasses. And they said, well, where's yours, Dr. Hill? I'm going, I don't know if I got any. So I looked in my bag again I had the coolest pair of glasses ever. I liked mine better than I liked anyone else's. So really neat sunglasses were in there, along with a water bottle, and then made to lead millions bag, a little tote bag. So I mean, wow, I wasn't expecting all of that. And uh, of course, pen and paper, all that, to notebook to write on, just absolutely phenomenal.
Yes, absolutely. So we had a great time meeting and bonding and networking. We've all remained in contact since the cruise, October 2023. And one of the most memorable nights was our first night when we got on the ship. And first of all, it was very orderly. We got
Yes.
on, pretty quick. It wasn't a bad embarkation to get on the ship. And so I enjoyed that. Was this your first cruise?
This was not my first cruise, but the other cruise I went on was in like '07, so it was a long time ago. But I was amazed too at how orderly it was. And this is what really surprised me about just onboarding on the ship. The instructions from you were just wait before you go on the ship. There'll be an area, waiting area. Just wait there. So we got there, and then we saw another lady or two that got there, and then you came on board, but we didn't all get on. We all walked initially on the ship together, but in that waiting area is where we met each other and then walked in together. That was so cool.
It really was, because you think, oh my God, this is so big, and there were thousands of people there, but
Yes,
yet it
yes.
was easy for us to find each other. God was in the midst. No
Yes,
one
he
got
was.
lost. It was definitely amazing how we were able to just all come together and walk on together. That was great
Yes,
too. I was
yes,
thinking of the chapel, where we found the chapel when we were kind of touring
yes.
through and looking at all the levels. What did you think about our time in the chapel on the top of the boat?
Talk about amazing and fantastic and supernatural. Different people just kind of wandered in and just sat in amazement because the chapel, number one, was so beautiful. Just
Beautiful.
so many beautiful stained glass windows, and there was like a place you can kneel down, like an altar. And I just kind of sat there and just began to praise the Lord that I was even there, and who even knew that there would be a chapel there where I could just worship him and just adore him. Uh, the water and all that, like you said earlier, was just kind of ushered in the Spirit of the Lord. But when you sat down in that chapel, it's like the Spirit of the Lord just caressed you somehow, just made you feel a part of the chapel. It was
Yes.
absolutely an amazing experience.
Yes, yes. So how was the food for you?
Well, I am still um, amazed at how good that food was, because I don't eat a whole lot of meat. I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. I enjoy seafood, though, not just seafood
Hmm.
and eat it, but I mean,
Right.
just food from the ocean. I'll put it that way.
Right.
And oh my, there was no lack of anything. They had everything and anything. And it was just delicious. It was, I found myself for breakfast. I said, I'm not going to eat a whole lot, but all the entrees looked so good. I just couldn't hardly help myself. And I would go ahead and I'd grab a banana and an apple, and oh, there's fresh pineapple. And oh, is that kiwi? I mean, I just
Yeah.
went on and on. It was just, and then they had eggs, and the bacon smelled good. I didn't get any, but
Ooh.
then they had cinnamon rolls and biscuits and hash browns. You could get lost in there.
You could
But
get
the
lost.
food
Yes, we had
was,
lamb and lobster and
yes,
oh my steak. It was just so It was so good and fresh.
Yes,
That's the thing. It was
everything was
very,
fresh.
very fresh, freshly cooked. Everything was very, very fresh.
Yes,
As I remember hearing like horror stories about food on the ship and everything, we didn't experience that. It was really wonderful. The
yes.
crew on Royal Caribbean was amazing. Now, what kind of animals did you get in your room?
Animals. Oh, so the towels were like in animal form, and I think it was an elephant, maybe. I'm
Yeah,
not
and a rat.
sure.
And a rat.
Yes, yes,
That
yes.
was so cute. That was
It
really,
was.
really cute.
Yeah.
So we just had some great moments. When I interviewed Dr. Shirley Clark, we talked about her winning and beating all of us in checkers.
Yes.
And so we had some moments of fun. What is a memory of the fun that we had that you just want to spill and
I
share?
got it. I gotta share this. This was just so much fun. So uh, one of the things we did in the evening, we all dress up in formals or semi-formal attire and go down for dinner around 7 or 8 in the evening. And I remember Dr. Clark coming down and she had her hands like this and she modeled her outfit and it was bad. Every night she came down. She was beautiful. Everybody looked just stunningly beautiful.
Yes,
But
yes.
Dr. Clark showed out.
Yeah, yeah.
But it was just, I remember having tears in my eyes because she stuck her toes out. She had on these beautiful shoes. She stuck her feet out so we could see her
Yes,
shoes. Oh my God, it was so fun.
it
Everyone
was
and
fun.
your mother and father were there, and they were absolutely delightful. I will never ever just forget how kind and gentle they were, and just
Yes,
they just kind of hovered over us, and they were just wonderful, sweet people too. So I
yes,
totally enjoyed them.
yes, and they took care of us. Alamo
They
Fun
really
Bunch, I
did.
want to shout out to Alamo Fun Bunch, our travel advisors and
Mhm.
travel agents. They got us what we needed and got us right in every place we needed to be right on time. We were well positioned because of Alamo Fun Bunch. So I appreciate them
Absolutely.
very much. Yeah. Yeah, they were great. They were great. Now, Dr. Evelyn, this is not just a cruise, it was a conference at sea. And so you were
Uh-huh.
one of our speakers. Tell
Hmm.
our audience what you spoke about because it was so powerful. Just give a little, you ain't got to get down in the details because they'll have to come back again, but just give a little a little peep of what you taught.
Sure. We talked about, um, is the justice system in trouble in America? And
Mm,
so we had a few statistics that we shared concerning justice issues. And we took a look at what happened the year of George Floyd's death, and a few other victims. And so we just shared. Just those highlights of our justice system. I think it's interesting, and I won't get deep like you said, but there's distributive justice, restorative justice, open justice, criminal justice, and more. And
mm,
when I first started studying, I just thought it was just justice. I had
okay.
no idea that it was all these different types of justice, even social
Right.
justice. It's a
Right.
lot out there. So it gave me an opportunity to expose what God had been dealing with me about. He is a God of justice. Justice
Yes.
was always on his mind. And so it gave us a chance to just share that. So thank you for
Yes.
asking.
Yes, yes, and it your PowerPoint was powerful, and I thank God that we had all of that technology, so we were able to do full presentations. We were able to really train and teach in that conference room, beautiful conference room, great space at the
Absolutely.
bottom of the boat. So
Mhm.
we had the accommodations To me, better accommodations on the ship than sometimes you have in hotels. So we were able
Absolutely.
to do everything that we needed to do. And
And I
so,
got a chance to listen to the other ladies too. I think one thing we need to share, Coach Krystal, is we did not know each other. We had not really met each other in person ever. And there
exactly,
we were
all
on a
together.
ship together, and
Yes,
it was absolutely fantastic. We
yes,
immediately bonded, all of the ladies immediately bonded. And we ate together at many of the meals. And then when you felt like not, being by yourself or spending
right.
time with the Lord, you were at liberty to do that. But it was incredible.
And that is a great point because a lot of times you can go somewhere and not get along with somebody or
Yeah.
somebody's. But yeah, it was
Mhm.
great. We all worked together, ate together, prayed together,
Yes, we
walked
did.
together, went on
Mhm.
excursion together. When we got to Cozumel, we went on an
Mhm.
excursion together. We just had an amazing, seamless, there
Yes.
wasn't any glitches. It was really a
Mm-mm.
seamless, beautiful time. One of my greatest experiences was being on the balcony and seeing the sunset and the sunrise and
Yes.
hanging
Yeah.
over the side, waving
Yeah.
to the other people that
Uh-huh.
were on balconies too. What did
Mhm.
you think about your room? How did you like your room and your accommodations?
The accommodations were fantastic too. The room was a really nice size. In fact, we had a couple guests that would come over right before dinner. They would wait on us to get dressed. And so we had enough room, and they could just sit on the couch and wait as we continued to primp in the mirror. And then, I loved our prayer time where we just soaked, and we had the balcony so we could go out there and just pray as the water slammed up against the ship, and we could just sense the Spirit of the Lord on the deck and as well as inside the room. It was just an amazing time. I really already have developed a strong prayer life and relationship
Yeah,
with the Lord, but something happened on that cruise that took me to another
another
level, and
level.
it
Yes,
has absolutely continued since I've been home. It's only now it's March, almost April, but that
yes.
high level of intensity with the Holy Spirit has continued, but it started on that ship.
Yes, on the ship. I'm getting
Yeah.
goosebumps right now listening to you and remembering, going because I went up and found a space up on top and went to look out at the water and the ocean. And it was very, very blue. It was like a navy blue. And then to
Mm.
see the white water as the waves ruffled, it was phenomenal. Another
Yes.
amazing thing that happened while we were on the cruise was an eclipse. There was an
Yes.
eclipse, and I was like, wow, I didn't even know there was going to be an eclipse
Mm-mm.
during the time we were there. And so to me, that made it even the more special. Like
Yeah.
God had designed this particular time for us to be on the
Yes.
ship, for us to meet Him in the middle of the ocean under an open
Yes.
heaven.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I remember Dr. Clark teaching about soaking manure. So what that meant was we seek the Lord for direction in your entrepreneurial guidance. You seek the Lord. What is he leading you to do? Take a pencil and pad as you go into your soaking place, your place where you are alone with the Lord, and listen to what he's instructing you to do. And I'm telling you, that was some powerful teaching. And you also gave us some teaching about being a visibility coach and your brand. And it was just an all around great opportunity to learn, and we were able to get that international speaker certificate from Made to Lead Millions, Coach Krystal. Absolutely phenomenal. So we left Galveston one way, but we came back changed, different,
Yes.
altered forever. It was so
Yes.
good. Yeah.
Yes, I could see the transformation even as the days went on. I would see smiles, I would see
Yes.
laughter. The continents of us just changed, the relaxation that we were able to have, the bonding, the sisterly bonding that
Yes.
occurred on that ship. It really left a lasting impression, a lasting bond. You are right. Yes, it
Yeah.
was phenomenal. Yeah, it really was. And all the teaching and training, and then being able to get to become an international speaker, get certified
Absolutely.
international speaker. So that was another plus.
Mhm.
And,
Yeah.
so because it wasn't just a cruise, this is about business as well. That's
Mhm.
a great write off. We could write this whole trip off. And so
That's
that's
right.
another plus. That's another plus for our taxes, okay? And so
Yes.
that was another plus. And I thank God that God showed me this way to reach women.
Yes.
So, what
Yes.
else stood out for you during these 4 days? We have 4 days and the trip to Cozumel. Anything else stand out for you?
Well, I really enjoyed actually landing in Cozumel. We went there with great expectations, and it was just beautiful. It was beautiful. All kinds of things to purchase and buy according to what you wanted to spend. If you wanted to spend a lot of money, you could, or if you just wanted to spend not so much, you could. So I love the variety. It was very clean. The people were very friendly. It was just awesome. So actually being on land with the residents and the tour that we took, we went to a church. I don't remember the name of it when we got to Cozumel, but oh my, it was just beautiful.
Yes,
And so
yes.
that stood out to me
Yes.
also.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was so colorful because when we were
Yes.
going through and all the colors and the picture, the photo ops that we took and everything, that was
Uh-huh.
phenomenal too. So we had a
Yeah.
great time spending the day at Cozumel,
Mhm.
eating and again eating, drinking, and just having fun in the sun. So that was great too. So we had a well-rounded trip. We learned, we bonded, we networked, and we came back changed and transformed.
Mhm.
I will
Mhm.
never be the same. That was my first cruise, and so
Mhm.
I thought it was really phenomenal. Um, One more thing I know I wanted to mention, because when I was planning to get on the cruise and making sure that everyone had their space and their comfort, and at the last minute you called and said, "Hey, is there still space for the cruise?" Remember that?
I do. Oh, yes, I do remember.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let you finish the story. So what happened?
So it took me a minute to realize the opportunity that God had made available for us to be together on this entrepreneurial cruise. And so when I called you, Coach Krystal, I kind of figured that, well, it's probably too late and I can't do it. But when you said no, you can go ahead and do it, and you can pay, let me tell you, pay as soon as possible. And you were cordial. You said, okay, if you have to pay something now, and then in a week or two you have to pay something else, whatever it was, I did it. And I am so glad I did. I was late, but not too late, so
Okay.
I
Mhm.
appreciate being able to get on board. And though I want to encourage those who may be procrastinating and those that do stuff at the last minute, please don't wait too late. This is worth your time and your money. It's worth it because you really will be transformed. It's a transformative opportunity. So I want to encourage anyone who can get on board. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's see what God is going to do this year.
Yes, yes. So we're speaking of this year, we will be traveling out of Galveston again, October 28th through November 2nd. And just like last year, we asked everyone to come a day early. So that would be October 27th. So we're doing
Okay.
this a little bit later this year than we did last year. However, this year I will be celebrating my birthday on the ship. This year I'll be celebrating. So I'm inviting all of you listeners to join us October 27th through November 2nd. Now, wow, yes, it's a lot longer. Well, it's a couple of days longer this year than last year. So we're doing 6 days and 5 nights. We're going, instead of going to one stop, we're going to two. So we're going to Costa Maya and Cozumel, Mexico. We'll still
Ooh.
have 2 phenomenal days of training, teaching, and certifying those that are not and would like to be international speakers. There's more opportunities with the Made to Lead Millions magazine that will come out. And so you don't want to miss this year, 2024. Um,
Mhm.
it is a must. It is imperative that you get on the ship because this conference at sea will definitely change you. You can register, look right down below. You can go to madetoleadmillionscruise.com or you can go to crystalhenry.net, madetoleadmillionscruise.com or crystalhenry.net to register now. You can pay for your whole entire cabin, get you a roommate to get you a roommate. Don't be like me. But if you don't have a roommate, secure your half of the cabin and maybe you can connect with someone else there. But I'm encouraging you, bring your team. If you have a team and you own your own business, bring your virtual assistant. You know, maybe they need to come. Maybe y'all need to meet and connect so that y'all can be on one accord. Because I'm telling you, when God met us, he met us on the open waters. He met us and it was a blessing and it was powerful. So
Mhm.
we're inviting you, we're encouraging you. Success starts with you. Invest in you so that you can be more and more successful. Don't stop where you are, but climb that ladder, get up, go higher, do more in 2024. And how can you do more? By going on the Made to Lead Millions cruise. Go to madetoleadmillionscruise.com. October the 27th, we will meet in Galveston. Everybody has to get there a day early. And then we will get on the ship October 8th and we will return back November 2nd. There's something about also changing from one month to the next. And we'll be
Ooh.
doing it under an open heaven. So I encourage you, what God is going to do in 2024 is going to be much more than he did in 2023. So join us, secure your room, register now. And if you want to be an international speaker, get it, do it. This is the time, this is the season. Don't miss out. Dr. E, any other things that you would like anyone else to know about joining us for this experience?
Oh, I'd just like to say, if you're looking for an opportunity to learn, this is a great way to learn how to improve, enhance, and empower you in business. It's a great learning experience while you also have fun. You meet new people and it's just fun. So don't miss out. We'll see you there in Galveston in October.
Yes, 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 yes. Well, that's it for today. I hope that you enjoyed our recap, and I hope you'll join us October 28th through November 2nd. Go to madetoleadmillions.com or crystalhenry.net. So until next time, bye for now. God bless. Thanks, Dr. E. God bless you.
Thank